Hey everybody, this is Rob Harris, and I want to give you a quick demo and just kind of a tutorial on how to use the Exodus wallet. So first of all, you're going to go to exodus.io, and once you're on this website, you're going to click on the download button in the top right corner. And once you're here, you're going to choose either Windows, Mac, or Linux, depending on the desktop that you're using. I should also note that this is only for desktop computers right now. They do say that down the road they're eventually going to create one for iPhone and Android, but for now it's just a desktop application. So I have a Mac, so I'm going to click on Mac. I've downloaded it, and once you have it installed, it'll open up to something like this. Now I've already made a small little deposit, and the reason for that is when you first open this, you're not able to create a password or a backup until you at least deposit something. And right now, the screen you see is the first screen, the portfolio. So I have $37 worth of Bitcoin, but I got 0 of everything else since this is a pretty new wallet that I just installed less than an hour ago. Now, if you click on wallets, you can actually see, 28 minutes ago, I deposited 0.0003 Bitcoins, and all of these are empty. If I want to add more wallets, I'm going to click on the Settings tab, and I'm going to go to Assets, which is at the very top. You've got Assets, you've got Localization. If you want to change the currency from USD to any of the other currencies from around the world, you can do that. If you want to change the way that the app looks, you have all these different colors and options, which is pretty cool. And then if you want to back it up, which you will, but this option won't be given until you at least make one deposit. As soon as you've made a deposit, you can click on backup, type in the password that you want to use. I recommend using a unique password for this that you don't use anywhere else, because if somebody ever found this password and got into it, they'd have access to all your money, and you don't want that to happen. So do something long and strong. Now, once you've created your password, it's going to give you 12 words that you need to write down on a piece of paper, or you need to, at the very least, click on print. And these 12 words are going to ensure that you can get access back to your Exodus wallet if your computer were to crash or get stolen, or you just lose it. You would go back to the Exodus wallet itself, click on download, and if you've got these 12 words, you can regain access to your wallet as long as, of course, you still remember that password. Now, something that I should have mentioned, when you create a password, it is very, very important that you never lose or forget your password, because there's no password reset button. There's no one else that can help you recover your password. You have to think of yourself in the cryptocurrency world as basically your own banker, your own boss, your own CEO. There's nobody above you. So if you forget your password, then you would lose access. And I have to tell you this, you would lose access to everything you've got in your Exodus wallet. So it is very important, just like these 12 words, that you write them down on a piece of paper somewhere and put them in a safe, somewhere where no one else is going to find it. And then once you've done that, you're going to click on Next. And now you're going to create an email backup. When you create an email backup, I recommend don't use something like Gmail or Yahoo or Outlook. Use something, in fact, Exodus recommends it at the very bottom. Use something like ProtonMail.com. And I'm going to show you real quick. ProtonMail is an encrypted email service that's based out of Switzerland. So the government itself or the company itself also can't even get access to the emails that you have in here. So it's completely protected and encrypted. So that's one thing. The other thing is when you log in and you click on settings on here, and there's a free option. I believe it's anything less than 5 gigs is free. If you want to upgrade from 5 gigs, then there's a few different options, and they do accept Bitcoin for payment. But anyways, when you go to settings, there's a Google Authenticator option, which I highly recommend that you activate. And what that's going to do is if anyone ever found your email and your password, then the last thing they would need to get in is your Google Authenticator, which would be on your phone. And if they don't have your phone, but all they have is your email and your password, they're not going to be able to break in and basically get access to the Exodus download. There have been some horror stories of people with Gmail actually having their email hacked somehow, and they happen to use the same password for their Gmail as they did with their Exodus. Don't do that. Create a unique password for Exodus that you don't use anywhere else, and then you'll be safe. You'll be protected. So once you've typed in your email, click finish, you're done with the backup. So again, there's two different backups. It's the 12 words you write down on a piece of paper, and there's also an email backup. And both are good because if you ever lost the paper, then you have the email backup as an option. And once you've done that, then you can go back to portfolio. I just actually had a deposit come through. That's what that little ching was. I don't know if you noticed that sound of money coming in, but I just did a transfer right before I started the video. And if you want to see what came in, you click on Bitcoin, and it shows that I just received 0.029 Bitcoins. This actually has your transaction ID. If you click on it, it'll actually open up a page that shows you details on the transaction. This is the date, and this is where it was sent to. Now, if I want to exchange my Bitcoin, I can do that. So right here, by clicking on the exchange tab, I can do all, I can do half, minimal, but also you can manually type in exactly how much you want to send. So maybe I just want to send 0.025. That's going to get me 0.68 Ethereum. Maybe I don't want Ethereum. Maybe I want Dash, or maybe I want Litecoin, or sometimes they have these wallets are temporarily unavailable. They're doing updates, but most of the time they're active. But anyways, I pick the one I want. If I want to, maybe it's not an exact Bitcoin amount. Maybe it's a dollar amount. Right now 0.025 is $310 worth of Bitcoin, but maybe I only want to send 200. So I can actually type in USD, the dollar amount that I want to send over to Dash or over to Ethereum. And then once you've done that, you click on Exchange, and within about 20 to 30 minutes on average, it will convert your Bitcoin into Ethereum. And once it's done that, it'll show up in your wallet section right under Ethereum. Now, here's something that's important to note. Sometimes when you open up your Exodus wallet, it doesn't have the most recent scan of the blockchain, so it might not show you exactly what your full deposit is. So if you click on the icon, so in this case the Bitcoin icon, if you click refresh, it'll rescan your blockchain. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes. Usually it's quicker, but 5 to 10 minutes is the average. It's going to rescan my blockchain and make sure that this is the correct total that I have in Bitcoin. And same thing with Dash. You just click on the icons on each of these, and you can refresh just to verify that that the balance that it's showing is accurate. So again, portfolio, that's going to show what your total is. Wallet, that's going to show all your wallets. Exchange, this is how you convert from one currency to another. I can go from Ethereum back to Bitcoin, or Bitcoin to Ethereum. And settings, if you click on assets, you can actually activate a lot more wallets that are available on here. Let's say I want Bitcoin Cash. If I activate Bitcoin Cash, and let's say I also want Ethereum Classic, now when I go to the exchange, I have those options here too. Now I can actually convert to Bitcoin Cash or Ethereum Classic, or vice versa, convert out of them into them. And these are all the different wallets that are currently available in Exodus. And now it's important to note, every now and then, every few weeks, there's an update to Exodus. And in some of those updates, they keep adding new wallets. So this list will continue to grow as more time goes on with Exodus. Now, something else that I want to show you is, so keep in mind that Exodus is cold storage, is what it's, if you know the difference from hot storage and cold storage. If you have your Bitcoin on Coinbase, that is a hot storage wallet, meaning Coinbase has your private keys, not you. So if anything ever happened to Coinbase, you wouldn't have a way to regain access to your private key because they have it. And in this situation, you have access to your private key, nobody else does. And the way that you find your private key is if you click on the Exodus link at the very top, go to Developer, go to Assets. For Bitcoin, I can export my private key, Bitcoin Cash, Dash. All of these have the private key in them. And again, this wallet itself is encrypted. So as long as nobody has access to your password, then nobody will be able to get in here and get access to those private keys. I think that pretty much covers it. Oh yeah, if you want a shortcut to adding more wallets in your portfolio, you can click on the plus icon on the top right corner, and it brings you right back to the settings assets section. And again, if you click on settings, assets is where you're going to find all of this. Localization, that's where you change the currency. Skins is where maybe you want a matrix theme, or a few of these other ones are really cool looking. And yeah, this is a really fun wallet to play with, and by far one of my favorites. And this is where I usually recommend people start if they want to have a little bit of experience just trading, between some of these own cryptocurrencies, or just diversifying and creating a portfolio. And on my actual, obviously this isn't the Exodus wallet that I use, but on my actual Exodus wallet, I try to keep a pretty fair balance between quite a few of these different cryptocurrencies, and there's quite a few in here that are my favorite. And I guess just to kind of show you a few that I like real quick before I go, if you click back on assets, I like Dashcoin. I really like EOS. That was a coin that was just $1 at the very beginning of November last month, and today it's about $4 and I believe 30 something cents. So it's really gone up, and I believe it's going to be a huge deal in 2018. And then Ethereum, of course, Litecoin, and OMC Go, another really big deal. And if you don't really know what these cryptocurrencies are, then what I recommend, go to CoinMarketCap, and once you're at CoinMarketCap, go down and, okay, here's EOS. Another way you can find it is just type it in the search, EOS. And when you get to it, it's $4.79. I'm telling you, this is a big deal. It's gone up 25% today. If you go all the way back to November 1st, it was 78 cents, and today's December 5th. So just barely over a month, it's gone from 78 cents to $4.79. But again, so go to coinmarketcap.com, and you can look through all these different cryptocurrencies, and you can find the ones that are over here and learn more about them. Again, let me go back to EOS one more time. If you click on the website link, it'll actually open the official EOS website, and you can learn everything about this company. Same thing with all these other cryptocurrencies that are on here. Okay, and the one last thing that I got to show you guys, which actually is one of the most important parts, is just how to simply deposit Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency that's available in this wallet, and then how to send it. So if you click on Wallet, if you click on the Receive icon, you can actually either copy this address right here. This is your Bitcoin public address that you can send Bitcoin to from some other Bitcoin wallet that you may already have, whether it's in Coinbase or BitPay. If you do have it in Coinbase or BitPay, you can actually download the official app on your phone, And with the app and with the camera, you can scan this QR code. That way you don't even have to copy and paste that. Then you know for sure it's going directly to your Exodus wallet with the QR code that you scan. And then once it's in here, then of course that's when you click on exchange and convert it to whatever other cryptocurrency that you want to convert it to. But if you go back to wallet and say you want to send it out, I actually had cut the video and then did something real quick and came back. And during that time, I actually sent off about 40 minutes ago 0.031 Bitcoins to another Bitcoin wallet that I own. And the way I did that was I just simply clicked on send, and I pasted the public Bitcoin address that I wanted to send it to. But there's another option that some people who have Exodus already installed on their computer don't even realize is available. If you click on this icon, you can actually scan a QR code. So for example, I have BitPay on my phone, and with BitPay I can actually pull up my QR code on the tab that says receive, and if I line it up into that box right here that you see, it will scan my QR code and automatically put my Bitcoin public address on my BitPay wallet here in Exodus. And then all I got to do is, maybe I want to send all, I click on that all button, or maybe I just want to send 0.2 Bitcoins, or maybe a smaller amount, 0.02. So that's about $250, or maybe I have an exact dollar amount that I need to send, and let's say that's $200. So I can also just type that into the USD section here, and then I just click send. And once I hit send, for Bitcoin it takes on average about 10 minutes. Then that transfer will automatically go from my Exodus wallet to my other Bitcoin address that I just sent it to. And that's it. Well, that's it for the tutorial. If you guys want to reach out to me, if you have any questions, feel free to find me on Facebook. My Facebook URL is facebook.com/RobHarris82. I look forward to making another video, and I will talk to you guys then. See ya. Bye.